You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He has the drive and energy to really go far, not just talk about it. He'll put in long hours and chase new challenges even when things get tough. But sometimes his short temper and messy way of doing things might slow him down or cause problems at work.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he gets upset quickly and might say harsh things or become very moody. It's easy for him to snap or withdraw, sometimes shutting down for days. If you see him sulking or suddenly avoiding everyone, it's his way of dealing with stress.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work see him as hardworking and smart, but his sharp words and quick temper can make others uncomfortable. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and sometimes he can hurt feelings without realizing it. He might get into arguments often, especially when things don't go his way or someone challenges him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He'll be proud of your achievements and want to cheer you on, but at times his own frustrations can make him act jealous or short tempered. He's competitive and likes to win, so your success may push him to work even harder on his own goals. Deep down, he cares and wants you to shine, but he also wants to feel like he's succeeding too.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more, he might feel upset or a bit jealous inside, even if he doesn't say it out loud. He likes being on top and sometimes measures his worth by success and money. He isn't good at hiding hurt feelings, so you'll notice if he feels insecure.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He works hard to earn, but he's not very careful with how he handles money. He may spend quickly, sometimes on things he wants right away, without thinking too much about saving or planning for the future. He means well and isn't wasteful for fun, but his scattered way of doing things can lead to money stress.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He likes excitement and may sometimes act as if he has more than he truly does. You might notice him spending on things that look flashy or trying to impress others, even if his wallet says otherwise. If you ask him, he might talk big about his life, but the truth is, he can stretch himself thin without realizing it.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's open handed and generous with both his money and his kindness. If someone needs help or is going through a rough time, he will step in without thinking twice, even if it means stretching his own budget. Sometimes his giving can be a little impulsive, which means he might forget to look after his own needs.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is usually open about money and doesn't hide what he earns or spends. If you ask questions, he'll answer honestly, even if it's not exactly what you want to hear. If you value honesty, you'll find him easy to trust, but you may need to help bring some order to the conversation.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared and doesn't expect you to do everything alone. He's not very organized, so sometimes chores will get missed or left for later, but he's willing to pitch in if you ask or if he sees you struggling. He won't let housework become just your responsibility, even if he's a bit forgetful.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will genuinely help with chores and taking care of babies, not just stand around and give advice. When you need support, he'll jump in, sometimes clumsily, because he's not great at routines or being tidy. You might have to point out what needs doing or show him how, but he won't leave it all to you.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He can be quick to argue and might focus more on being right than understanding your feelings at first. If you share your side, he may jump in with strong opinions or get defensive, especially if he feels challenged. With time, and if you stay calm, he'll listen and soften. But patience is needed.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can say hurtful things or act aggressive without thinking about how it may affect you. He doesn't always manage his temper well, so harsh words or loud arguments might happen before he cools down. He doesn't mean to wound, but his emotions can get the better of him in heated moments.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry quickly. His fuse is short and he can react with sharp words or strong emotions before thinking things through. This isn't something to brush aside. It's a real concern, especially if you want peace and emotional safety in your life. Don't ignore this thinking it will improve on its own.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
When things go wrong, he finds it hard to say sorry or own up to his mistakes right away. Often he'll get defensive and shift the blame, making it sound like the problem is your fault instead of his. Apologies may come, but usually after some time and after you ask for them.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He can sometimes struggle to respect boundaries, especially if he's feeling strong emotions or really wants something. He might push back or try to change your mind if you say no, not always understanding how important it is. If you see him ignoring your no, take it seriously and don't brush it aside.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He might feel rejected or get moody, thinking it means something is wrong with your feelings for him. Instead of asking how you're doing, he could react with frustration or pull away for a while.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You can mostly trust him not to use private moments to hurt or embarrass you. But sometimes when he's upset or angry, he might say things that cross the line without thinking. His words can be sharp in the heat of an argument, and he may bring up personal things just to win a point or prove he's right. If privacy and kindness matter to you, be clear about your limits and watch for any signs he's not taking them seriously.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He enjoys excitement and can be drawn to new people and experiences, so he might get distracted by other women if things at home feel dull or tense. He's not naturally secretive, but his lively nature makes it harder for him to settle down, especially if he feels unappreciated or bored. You deserve loyalty. So if faithfulness is important to you, have open talks and set clear expectations.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he tends to be over possessive, acting jealous or controlling at times. He might question who you talk to, check up on you, or get suspicious even if you haven't done anything wrong. This behavior comes from his own insecurities, not your actions.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, for him, being protective can often turn into controlling behavior. At first, he may act like he's just looking out for you, but you'll notice he wants to make decisions for you or set boundaries on who you talk to or where you go. Real care is about respect and trust, not holding you back or deciding for you.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as something to do together and will want to help, but he's not great at keeping track of everyday tasks. He'll pitch in when asked and likes the idea of working as a team, but often needs reminders for regular duties like school projects, meals, or bedtime routines. You'll notice he's much more involved when something big or exciting is happening and less so during ordinary days.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. His patience is short, so he might raise his voice, say things in anger, or walk away for a while. After the anger cools, he may feel bad and try to make up, but this pattern can make family life hard.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will encourage you to be both a good mother and your own person, but sometimes his own needs and strong opinions might overshadow yours. He wants you to succeed and will cheer you on, yet can get frustrated or sulk if he feels left out or if your choices clash with his ideas. With clear boundaries, you can help him grow more supportive.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he's the type who might support your career now, but later ask you to stop working after you have a child. At first, he'll cheer you on and feel proud of your achievements, but things could change once family life gets hectic. Don't let promises today silence your dreams tomorrow. Make sure he truly respects your choices at every stage.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is not someone who just acts polite on the surface. He tends to show his true feelings openly. If he likes your parents, he'll be genuinely warm and make an effort to connect, maybe even cracking jokes or sharing stories. He isn't good at hiding his mood, so what you see is what you get. He's more likely to expect your family to adjust for him rather than making changes himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to get upset and make things worse rather than handle it calmly. He reacts strongly to conflict and can be quick to argue or say something sharp, especially if he feels attacked or misunderstood. Being honest early about how to deal with family stress can help avoid bigger problems later.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be modern and open minded with you in private, but may expect you to act like a traditional, supportive wife when his relatives are around. He'll want you to show respect through cultural habits, dress, and behavior that match his family's expectations, even if he doesn't insist on them himself at home. Be clear about your limits early and don't be afraid to speak up. Don't sacrifice your real self just to please others for a short time.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's likely to support you, but not always in the way you hope. He won't quietly stay out of it. Instead, he'll get involved and may even raise his voice to defend you. Make sure your feelings are heard and remind him that your happiness matters just as much as keeping everyone else happy.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not a complete mummy's boy, but his loyalties can be complicated. In a conflict with his mother, he may struggle to choose sides and feel torn between making you happy and keeping his family peace. You could find yourself frustrated if he avoids tough decisions or flips back and forth.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he's the kind of person who might share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. especially when he's upset or seeking advice. This can make you feel exposed or betrayed, as things meant to stay just between you sometimes become family talk. If he doesn't understand, think carefully. Your peace and trust matter most.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being with him every day is like living on a roller coaster, exciting and lively, but sometimes bumpy and unpredictable. He brings energy, fun, and kindness, and you'll rarely feel bored, but you might also face sharp words or sudden anger when things don't go his way.